Finally found out that my girlfriend of 10 plus years and fiancé of 4 years has been cheating on me for the last 3 years. After deciding to put all of our money into purchasing a house. Yesterday morning a man 5 years younger than me, 30, appeared in my driveway screaming. I walked to see my fiancé outside and this man claiming to be shocked that the woman he's been dating for 3 years has a house, a dog and a boyfriend. He left after saying his piece while I was outside with the two of them. My girlfriend and I have been together for 10 years. We've had ups and downs and got engaged while I was away in grad school. When I came back to live with her I noticed something was different. We just weren't incredibly close and didn't feel the intimacy we had previously. But promised each other to work on it. Things got better and eventually we decided instead of having a wedding, we wanted to use the money we saved up and that our family would be gifting us, to buy a house. After a year into living in the house and her fighting with me for years about letting her be independent and letting her have nights out with her friends, I find out she's had a relationship with this other guy. For years. I don't know what to do, our lives are so intertwined and we have this amazing house in both of our names. And an amazing dog. She hasn't denied anything and has seemingly been telling me the truth about this guy. That he filled a void in her life that I wasn't filling. That she did it because she wanted to feel wanted again and something about her feeling young again. I think our situation has been a lot on her and she wanted a chance to feel like she was in college again or something, I don't know. Not really fair to me. She said she wants us to work but I just can't get the image of her and this lie out of my head. I love our life and our families and our house. But I don't know if I can ever love her again. Help me please. Please get yourself into some IC. You may have severe codependency issues. Do not fall for the sunk cost fallacy. The woman you think you love does not exist. It was her mask. You are still young, are not married and don't have any kids. Your girlfriend basically led a double life for 3 years and when exposed blamed you for her betraying you. This is indicative of who she really is. Save yourself. Sell the house and move on. It hurts and will be difficult but eventually you will find someone who has the emotionally and intellectually maturity as well as the integrity to have a loving long-term relationship. She's lied to you for years. She's blamed you for her affair, yet still wanted to play house and eventually marry you. There is nothing to fix. She obviously is not apologetic by making excuses and blame shifting. When something is completely destroyed and not fixable, you get rid of it. Please do yourself a favor and find someone worthy of your love. She's making excuses. The void in herself that she was using him to fill is a void that she was supposed to fill. We're not supposed to walk around being hollow people using everyone else to make us feel like we're whole. Everyone has stress, everyone has a lot on them, not everyone lies to and betrays their partner. If her idea of feeling young again involves cheating, do you think she'll do it less as she gets older? Cheating is a deal breaker. It's literally right there in the name. There were rules in your relationship and she broke the most intimate one. If you wanted your relationship to work, would you do that? She only told you because you were there when her boyfriend showed up. That's not a good sign. If you can't love her again, why stay with her? Why not give that love to yourself and someone else rather than waste it on someone that it will never be enough for? She has to learn to fill the voids in herself all by herself or she will keep using people. This is the hardest thing I have ever gone through and isn't just we're done and let me wash my hands of you. Our lives are incredibly intertwined, our families too. Yes, it is the hardest thing, but you have to, and will, go through it. It wasn't your choice, but it's reality and you have to deal with it. Let me tell you about intertwined lives, brother. I was with my soon-to-be ex-wife for 23 years and we had 8 kids together. I thought everything was great, our families got along, we rarely fought and when we did we got over it quickly. Then last fall I found out she'd been cheating with an ex-boyfriend who I'd never even heard of. I've been through all the stages, it sucks and there's no way around that. But after doing the pick-me dance for a couple of weeks after D-Day, I finally found the courage to grab my self-respect back and refuse to allow her to dictate my future happiness. Keep coming back to this board, at least for a little while. It will remind you that you don't need to eat the crap sandwich she's trying to feed you. The person you trusted most in this life just showed you that she has no respect for you whatsoever and you know you'll never be able to trust her again. Do the right thing and cut that cancer out of your life. You loved the idea that you had of your life together and now found out that it was all a lie. Sorry that you were in that situation. Such a long and deep betrayal is really next level. She is not the person you thought she was. For years she lied to your face, exposed you to diseases, and was happily doing it with a smile on her face. Be happy that there are no kids. The only reason why she wants to work on your relationship is because the other guy dropped her and she hopes that you will bow down and stay. She doesn't want to stay with you because she loves you. You are just the only option left that she has. If she would have loved you, then she would have talked with you about this void she feels and that you aren't fulfilling, or she would have broken up with you. For years she didn't give a crap about you. Don't expect that to change all of a sudden. The void she felt only was there because she didn't want you to fill it. She wanted the other guy as well, and so she never even tried to work on your relationship, because if it would have worked out, she would have taken away her own excuse to cheat on you. Separate from her as much as you can, sleep in a different room and act as if she isn't there, just like she did for years with you. Go to a doctor and get tested for diseases. Tell family and friends what she did and ask them for support. I'm going to sleep in a second bedroom, and told her she needs to figure out her own feelings and own truths before we even address ourselves. At the very least we'll see a therapist. But for now we are broken up and she needs to find out how to fix it if possible. Sounds like you are doing a lot right, but don't let her make any decision. It doesn't matter what she wants or how she feels towards you. You need to make up your mind first and think about if you want to live with a woman by your side that is capable of such a year-long betrayal and is able to do it without of you ever realizing it. Because that will be what makes your future difficult if you stay with her. You will always think, is she really faithful? Last time I haven't realized it as well. She is a real pro at cheating and hiding it from me. Don't let her make the decision. Make the decision for yourself. But if I may be so honest, you will recover from what she did, but how long that will take greatly depends on that you make a decision. If she decides tomorrow that she no longer wants to be with you, then it will take 2 or more additional years for you to leave that all behind, compared to when you made the decision and tell her to leave or break up with her. In the end, she already made her decision 3 years ago and stuck to it until you found out. Has the house increased in value since you sold it? If so, that's your first stop. If you've only just purchased, immediately start moving to a roommate's arrangement. If you're paying proportionately more, stop immediately. You don't subsidize roommates, unless they're really good friends too. Put everything in writing. Half mortgage, half of all bills, proportion of car payments, etc. The visual is important here, so be sure to shop and cook separately. Split the household chores fairly, don't intermingle washing. Basically, put a regime of tolerant roommates in place. Speak to each other only when necessary and don't even try the let's be friends crud. She's burnt that bridge with her lies. Don't socialize together. Cease all contact with each other's family. Then you just coexist until you can either sell or reach agreement for one to buy the other out.